Hello everyone, welcome to ENA, Environmental News Analysis. In this session on ENA, we are going to talk about cyclones are getting stronger. This is in news because if you look at the world, everywhere you find cyclones or hurricanes getting stronger in their intensity. So this is what is happening currently. That's why this is featuring all over the world and it's important to discuss in ENA today. So let's go ahead. Now, the news is that in almost every region of the world where cyclones form, or the hurricanes they're called in American side, they maximize their intensity, their maximum sustained winds are getting stronger. So what is happening? The intensity of wind is getting stronger by the time. Why is this happening? Let's see further. This is according to a new study by scientists at National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, that is NOAA. So remember this organization that continuously does research and also does monitoring. Okay, so this is important to understand that the scientists studying under NOAA have discovered and are greatly monitoring this phenomena of the intensifying of cyclones all around the world. National Center for Environmental Information and University of Wisconsin-Madison Cooperative Institute for Meteorological Satellite Studies analyzed 40 years of cyclone satellite imagery. So remember, they analyzed last 40 years of cyclone satellite imagery and they came to this conclusion, inference in certain ways, that cyclones are intensifying all over the globe, not just in the Atlantic but also in Indian and Pacific. So this is a trending analysis that you see here, and the source is mentioned, NOAA again. So what is here? The average number of high intensity storms is increasing over the last 2 decades spatially. So if you look in the graph, you'll find right from last 2 decades, in last 20 years, you see an increasing trend in terms of the intensity of these storms. Now, it's important to understand that to increase confidence in the result, so that the result is more valid, more accurate, what happens? The researchers extended the study to include global cyclone data right from 1979 to 2017. So to take almost 40 years of experience of the cyclone, of the data. This is because if we take a long-term data, then more reliable results can come up. So what happened now? This is important to understand that what technique was used. Using analytical techniques that include CIMSS, that is Advanced Dvorak technique. So this technique that relies on infrared temperature. So remember, they rely on infrared temperature measurements from geostationary satellites. So here GIS, Geographic Information System, comes into play, which integrates the satellite imagery and the software together. An analysis of 40 years of data has been done, okay, to estimate the hurricane intensity there. Now, it's important to look at this statement given by the scientist himself. What does he say? Through the modeling and our understanding of atmospheric physics, the study agrees with what we would expect to see in a warming climate like ours. So he acknowledges the global warming and says, the scientist James Cousin at NOAA scientist, so he is based at UW-Madison and lead author of the paper, which is published on 18th May 2020, remember, in the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences. So this is where this paper has been published on 18th of May, the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences. And there it is acknowledged that cyclones are intensifying. Right? So let's look at the formation process at the end of this session on ENA. So first stage is that warm water evaporates, the moisture rises, creating thunderstorms. So first stage of formation is thunderstorms. Then what we have is the second stage, where it is winds spiral upward and outward. A low pressure system forms over the ocean surface. Right? Then what we have is the third stage, clouds form in the upper atmosphere as the warm air condenses, and then on the fourth stage, the entire storm system starts to spin. There is the fourth stage where you have spinning action, okay, and counterclockwise or clockwise depending upon the hemisphere. So in northern hemisphere it is anti-clockwise, in southern hemisphere is clockwise. So remember, on the fifth stage, when the storm passes over the land, the supply of moisture and heat is cut off and the storm gradually dissipates. So this is the entire cycle of the formation and dissipation of a cyclone. So in current situation, cyclone Amphan is going to make a landfall in India. So let's hope that it's not that severe, although predictions are it's going to be in the same category of super cyclone in Odisha. So let's hope for the best. Stay safe, stay tuned, and keep watching ENA. Thank you so much.